when I travel across the continent, and I do, in many countries, I am amazed by the number of buildings whose owners claim are churches. In a distance of 1 kilometer, you will see different denominations. The Bible is now the greatest instrument in creating false industries in the continent of Africa. And that is not to be celebrated. It is to be frowned upon. And we who claim to be Christians, and I normally use this very deliberately, we claim to be Christians. As to whether we are is another debate. We'll only discover that a little later when we are in heaven. But let us situate the Bible in its proper place. Christianity as we know it today in the continent of Africa was midwifed to us in the continent through Europe, through the missionaries. When they came, they were reading the very same Bible that we are reading today. The same Bible in which, in Paul's letter to the Galatians at chapter 3:28, he says, there are no Jews, no Gentiles, no slave, no free, no woman, no man. They read that verse. It was not interpolated later after they came. They read it. But they came here and conquered us. They came here and discriminated against us. The same Bible. They were being mentored by that very same Bible. They came here when they had divided the body of Christ. The English had appropriated the religion in 1534, and they now had their Anglican church, complete with the monarch as its head. The Scots had appropriated their own, and they had the Presbyterian church. The Greeks had their Greek Orthodox. The Armenians, the Armenian Orthodox. The Roman Catholics were even bolder. They called it the Roman Catholic Church. So that even when they are in Uganda, it's not Ugandan Catholic Church, it is the Roman Catholic Church. And you are going there and you are saying you are Roman Catholic Church. So the Bible has been misused. Don't be cheated. Let's not be nice to each other because we are Christians. The Bible has been misused. It has been used to support slavery. It has been used to support colonization. It has been used to pervert the truth. That is the Bible that we are saying we ought to rediscover. Many times you read the word and they are looking for it as if it never existed. That is the kind of Christians that we have today, claiming to be Christians. And if they claim to be Christians and you want them to rediscover mentorship from the Bible, how can they be mentored by something whose contents they do not know? I remember when we were baptized, we used to say, I reject the devil with all his works. I'm sure many of you remember that. That is not true. You never rejected the devil with all his works. Those were words that you just spoke on the spur of the moment. One day, a friend of mine who is a Muslim, and I love Muslims because they are more prayerful than us. If there was a Muslim in this assembly, there would be a segregated prayer place there. They remember their gods on average 5 times a day. So even the time between sinning and repenting is made very short. So they are like David in many ways. But we Christians, we remember our God once a week, many of us. Except the clergy who I know do better job than us. But many of us, Bishop, that is the truth. And with these days of virtual churches, even in the morning on Sunday, that is when we are most tired in the morning. Because we'll meet you virtually. And I was telling you about this Muslim friend of mine. And he was telling me at one time, whether this was true or untrue, I do not know, but at an airport in one of the Arab countries, they had a message, you can leave your bag, they are safe, there are no Christians here. That is not meant to be a compliment. If you come to Uganda here, they'll tell you they are possibly 70% Christian. Kenya, 90% Christian. We are all Christian, but we are thieves everywhere. Christian thieves. Rediscovering mentorship from a biblical perspective. Thou shalt not steal is one of the commandments. But we are thieves. Why? Because we have departed from the biblical prescriptions. So we must now have the penal code which defines what theft is. Biblical mentorship.